Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, nǹkan kan ò yé mi. Bóyá mo lè rẹ́ni tó lè fi nínú comment section àbí tó lè pè tó lè fi nǹkan kan tí ò yé mi kẹ́ jọ̀ọ́ kẹ́ fi yé mi. Bóyá èmi mo gọ̀ àbí tí mi ò gbọ́n bóyá ọ̀dẹ̀ ló ń dààmú mi, má bínú. Fọ́nrán tí mo fẹ́ fi hàn yín Ọlọ́run, bí ìyà ńlá bá gbé ni ṣánlẹ̀, àwọn kéékèèké kan á wá máa gorí ẹ̀. Nípa ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá yìí sọ yìí ni, tó tún wá padà wá lẹ́yìn tó jẹ́ ológun, ó darí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, ó padà wá lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó ti fẹ́ kú tọ́lọ́run kò yọ pé lọ ṣàtúnṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n ó gbégbági lójú tèmi ní o. Ìgbà tó ń bì fún third agenda ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ rí i pé 1999 constitution yìí pé wọ́n impose ẹ̀ sí wa ni, òun fúnra ẹ̀ dẹ̀ mọ̀. Now ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n wá ń sọ pé ọkùnrin yìí kì í ṣe Yorùbá, pọ́n máa lè ní àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, mi ò gbàgbọ́. Tó jẹ́ kí n sọ pé kẹ́ correct mi torí mi ò gbàgbọ́. Ó ti dá ládùúrà báyìí. Ǹjẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ táwọn èèyàn ń sọ, ǹjẹ́ òótọ́ ti máa wà ńbẹ̀ báyìí? Ìyẹn ni mo ní kẹ́ comment, kẹ́ correct mi, kẹ́ bá wa fojú òótọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ ọ́n, kẹ́ bè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kúkú sọ fún wa pé ó máa lè lo òun o. Ipe ìran tó ń bọ̀, ìran Yorùbá, ẹ wọ àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké, àwọn ọmọ 7, 8, 10, wọ́n mú gbó. Wọ́n ti sọ àwọn ọmọ wa dàlùmọ́ǹjì. In tó ṣe fáwọn ọmọ tiwọn, bàbá yìí ó dẹ̀ ń ṣerú ẹ̀ fún wa. Ẹ dúró ná, ṣé àwọn tó bá pé 80s 70s náà máa decide ìgbésí ayé àwọn ọmọ táwa máa bí àbí àwọn ọmọ tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn? In tí mo ní kẹ́ bá mi ṣàpẹẹrẹ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mi torí mo ti gọ̀ báyìí. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi ṣe àìkárẹ́ ni fún wa ní comment ká bóyá a lè gbọ́n. Couple of years back, wọ́n interview bàbá yìí. Ẹ tún gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ nínú fọ́nrán tó máa tẹ̀lé ọ̀rọ̀ mi.
And he said, Nigerian press, I've listened to people from the National Assembly, and I've also looked at some records coming out of the courts in your country and in America as well, and there are serious allegations concerning you and your family and corruption and kickbacks.
Now,
are you prepared to face those charges and to give a full accounting?
Very, very much so. Very much so. And if you have any evidence, Steve, please show it to me, and I will defend myself anywhere in the world.
Well,
because what you are saying is absolute nonsense, with all due respect. I am the only leader in Nigeria that has been examined and reported upon by the anti-corruption bodies in Nigeria. I am the only one.
When your successor took over, he described corruption in the country as endemic, and he said it was the country's elite that was responsible.
Well, he's one of them.
One of what?
He's one of Nigeria's elite.
Well, of course he is, and he's saying, as he takes over and looks at what is happening inside government, there is corruption to the very top. That doesn't reflect well on you.
If he said that, did he mention Obasanjo? Did he mention Obasanjo, Steve?
But you were the president.
I am
the responsible
president.
For the governance of your country.
No, I'm not responsible for the corruption of every Nigerian.
Not every Nigerian, but you are, in the end, the chief executive of a country which your own successor says is endemically corrupt.
You have made strong allegation against me personally, and against my family.
I'm coming to that.
And you have no way to substantiate it. And if not that this is something where you are taking undue advantage, I will have even say that.
Let's talk.
I will go beyond here.
Well, let's talk specifics then. Halliburton and
Yes.
various Halliburton subsidiaries
Yes.
have paid vast amounts of money in fines in the
Yes.
United States because of bribes and corruption paid out to Nigerian officials. And if
Yes.
one takes
Now,
the testimony...
yes, are those Nigerian officials, am I one of them?
Well, let's talk about that.
Yes. Am I one of them,
Albert
Steve?
Jack Stanley confessed last year in the United States to bribing, and this is according to a U.S. court document, quote, 3 successive holders of a top-level office in the executive branch of the Nigerian government. He negotiated with these office holders representatives regarding the amount of bribes that would be paid.
Yes.
Now, if one cross-checks that, I'm coming to that.
Yes.
If one cross-checks that with the testimony before a French prosecutor of Jeffrey Tesla, another Halliburton agent involved, I'm sure you know these names, he named you as one of 3 successive Nigerian heads of state who'd been involved in negotiations with the Halliburton subsidiaries, which were later in a U.S. court found to have been guilty of bribes and corruption on a massive scale.
Tesla will never say that. Tesla.
It's in the French records.
Let Tesla bring out because by the time, when you say somebody is guilty of corruption, there must be the giver, there must be the taker, and there must be the evidence.
Did you have communication with Jeffrey Tesla?
No.
Never?
No.
Absolutely never, despite anything he has testified.
Not me personally.
As you know, he's been arrested.
Yes.
And the U.S. is now seeking his extradition. Are you worried about what he may say in a U.S. court?
I am not worried. He will bring evidence. I'm not worried. I am not worried. I am very, very sure of my position and my stand. All right? I do not say that people in my government were not corrupt. But I am.
Well, let's stop you just there.
Yes.
Are you saying that people in your government were corrupt?
Of course, I will not. Can you say the people in the government of any country are not corrupt?
Yeah, but I'm talking about senior people. I'm talking about ministers. I'm talking about your closest allies. Do you now believe some of them were corrupt?
Well, my vice president had something to do with Jefferson, which is part of the case in America. I don't know whether corruption has been proved or not, but he had a question to answer.
Is it not a terrible failing? And we'll leave aside, perhaps for the courts to decide whether you personally can be held to account for any of this. But do you accept it was a terrible failing for you as president to see inside your government, at the very top of your government, according to your own successor, that there was rampant corruption?
I do not accept that, because if in any government, somebody is found to be corrupt, the onus lie on the head of that government to bring that man to book. When I was the head of government, there's no case of corruption against any minister, any high government official.
But that just shows the system doesn't work.
No, I don't agree with you.
But you've admitted to me that corruption was prevalent in your country when you were president, and yet not one senior...
Interview yẹn, tó interview ẹ̀ ń gbà náà lọ́hùn, torí pé ẹni tó interview ẹ̀, àwọn fearless journalist yẹn, tí wọn ò ní kankan láti gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ìyẹn wá ń sọ fún, ṣẹ́gbọ́n nínú fọ́nrán yìí ó ń sọ fún pé wọ́n kà ẹ́ mọ́ wọn tó ṣe, tó lu pọ́npọ́, tó fọwọ́ lu pọ́npọ́, tó ń gba bribe, tó ń gba rìbá. Àwa gan fúnra wa dẹ̀ mọ̀, tá a jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá, tá a jẹ́ Nàìjíríà nígbà kan rí, a mọ̀ wípé ìgbésẹ̀ tí ọmọkùnrin yẹn lẹ́nu kùnbọ̀ tó gbé ní ìjọba tiẹ̀ ní 8 years, a mọ̀ wípé ẹ wo wọn tó lọ clear dànù ní Niger Delta. Abẹ́rẹ́ wípé a máa gbàgbé ìtàn ni, àwọn àrọ́mọdọ́mọ wọn ò ní gbàgbé, a máa sọ. Ẹ correct mi ẹ̀yin ẹ̀yin, bóyá mo ń sùn àbí mo ti jí. Lẹ́yìn tó wá sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí tán, tó ṣe ibi sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí, ọ̀nà ilé tiẹ̀, ọ̀nà àdúgbò ẹ̀ kò dáa. Ẹ tún gbọ́ lẹ́nu àwọn ẹlẹ́rìí.
If Obasanjo can rule for 8, don't let even count the previous one. He has ruled. If he has ruled for 8 years, and this road is like this.
Lẹ́yìn yẹn, ikú pani lóde, ikú pani lọ́tọ̀, ikú pani lóru, ikú pani láàárọ̀. Ẹ wá gbọ́ nǹkan tí ó wá sọ.
Whatever happens, we will continue to work for the unity, peace, security, and progress of this country. Nigeria will continue to exist because the cost for us, for Nigeria not to continue to exist, is much more than the cost for us to make Nigeria to continue to exist. There are many people, high and low, who can be described as enemies of Nigeria, but they will not win over those who are friends of Nigeria.
So, ẹ̀yin ẹ bá ń fún lésì ẹ o. Ntí mo ní kí n wá béèrè lélẹ̀ torí kò yé mi o. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́. Àròpọ̀ rí àyọkúrò bí o. Máa retí kọ́mẹ̀ntì yín. Èmi ń tèmi, mi ò ní dalẹ̀, mi ò dẹ̀ ní bọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn ọmọ tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn jẹ. Ire o.